Hey guys, it's Kevin again. This is going to be another classic movie review for you guys. This time reviewing to you a movie that is very, very important to review because, as you guys know, I'm trying to watch every single Quentin Tarintino movie that came out. You know, every single one except for Django Unchained, and I'll explain why. Like when I do the end of these classic movie reviews, because the last one I'm reviewing is one of the last one I'm reviewing. But this movie is basically the one that started all for him. It's the 1992 crime film classic Reservoir Dogs, and I actually did not know this was the first one. What a lot of people think is Pulp Fiction really was the first one. Yes, that was his first win and his first really big movie. However, his first movie to show his style was this movie. So if this movie was bad, then Quentin Tarantino would not be where he is today. And how is Reservoir Dogs? Reservoir Dogs is awesome. I love this movie. I thought it was a fantastic movie. And you know what? I love his style of storytelling, and we'll get to that. But let's first talk about what this movie's about. Basically, this movie is about, it's pretty simple. You have a bunch of these hitmen, basically, or whatever they are. Basically, there are about 6 of them that are using aliases. Mr. Blonde, Mr. Blue, Mr. Brown, Mr. Orange, Mr. Pink, and Mr. White. One of those men actually playing by Quentin Tarantino. You know, he's playing Mr. Brown. But they basically are doing this diamond heist, and, it shows the events before the diamond heist and after the diamond heist. It doesn't actually show the diamond heist, but that's basically what the movie is. It's what happened in the diamond heist that caused this, and, that's basically what the movie is about. It's about the diamond heist, and basically, most of the movie takes place after the diamond heist, but overall, I love Reservoir Dogs, so it was a fantastic movie, and I really did love it. Now, let's talk about some of the things that I really loved about it. First of all, one of the things that I loved, of course, is Quentin Tarantino's style of storytelling, which I'll get to, but let's first get to the acting. Pretty much everyone in this movie was really, really good. Harvey Keitel is our main one here. Mr. White, very, very good. I thought he gave a really good performance, especially the last, 15 minutes of this movie. Oh my god, he was amazing. Tim Roth as Mr. Orange, I thought he was really good as well. Wow, he was really good. The one I really want to talk about, though, is Michael Madsen as Mr. Blonde. Wow, he was awesome. This guy was very creepy in some scenes, and I'll get to the one scene that I really want to highlight him in. But there's this one scene where you don't know what he's going to do, but he did a really good job in that scene. He was really, really awesome, and he did a great job. Steve Buscemi as Mr. Pink. This is the one that I really want to talk about as well. Hilarious. He actually added some comic relief to the movie, which was really good. Quentin Tarantino likes to do the comic relief thing, so he did a really great job with that. Wow, he just did a really, really great job with the comic relief, because he's called Mr. Pink, so you have a really great scene with him, where they're all getting their names, and he's kind of like, why am I Mr. Pink? And I thought that was a very funny scene, just a classic scene, very, very funny. Steve Buscemi is a great actor, and he's really great in this movie as well. Chris Penn is Eddie, also really good. I liked pretty much everyone in this movie. I don't have a problem with anyone in this movie. Quentin Tarantino's, small role, he did well as well. I really don't have a problem with anyone in this movie. What I really want to talk about, though, are some spoilers in this movie. If you guys have not seen Reservoir Dogs, don't watch this review. Okay. But before I get to the spoilers, let's first talk about the thing that I love the most about this movie, Quentin Tarantino's directing. Oh my god, I am in love with his directing. I really am. I love his style. He uses something called non-linear storytelling. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically when a movie is told, but the events are out of order. Notice in this movie is kind of the thing that started that. The other thing that started this movie was Quentin Tarantino's dialogue. Quentin Tarantino used very, very, very modern dialogue. Every other word they say is fuck or shit or something like that. And that's just because that's modern dialogue. That's how people talk. And that's what's so good about Quentin Tarantino, is that his movies are extremely realistic. The way they talk is how someone would talk. And he does a really great job with doing that. And his dialogue is just really, really great in the movie as well. And wow, I love the way he does his storytelling. Also, the backstories, the way he tells the story. The movie starts off in this really great scene with them in a diner, in a diner, basically planning out the heist and everything. And then it goes to after the heist, and then you're like, what happened? And it's really cool the way he does that. The first movie I saw was Pulp Fiction, but this was probably my second favorite Quentin Tarantino movie. I loved Kill Bill, but I kind of like this movie a little bit more, and I'll get to why when I get to the spoilers. But wow, he just did a really great job with the directing. He also wrote this movie. Of course, he did a really great job with that, and the editing. The editing was also very good. I thought the editing was very good in this movie as well. I didn't have many problems with the pacing. The movie's really short, actually. I think it's Quentin Tarantino's shortest movie. It's only 99 minutes, so it's quite short. It goes by really quickly, but it's a very good movie, and I think he did a really great job with that. Let's get to the spoilers now. If you guys have not seen Reservoir Dogs, don't watch Justice Review. I'm going to talk about some major spoilers that happen in this movie. Alright, so as I said, the most craziest guy in this movie is Mr. Blonde, and why is he so crazy? Of course, he is so crazy because he actually tried to kill Marvin, and when he was, like, beating him up and that song was playing, Stuck in the Middle, and then he, like, cut off his ear, that was the most graphic scene in the entire movie. I was like, holy shit, this is graphic. Like, that was really, really big, and I was not expecting it to be as graphic as it was. That was just really, really graphic, and I was not expecting this movie to be that graphic. But of course, this is Quentin Tarantino, so I expected it to be somewhat graphic, but not as graphic as that was. That was probably the most graphic scene I've seen in a Quentin Tarantino movie so far. But that was just, wow, that was really big, but he did a really good job in that scene. Of course, we do have to talk about the fact that Quentin Tarantino's character was killed. Why does he always do this to himself? He casts himself in movies, but he always kills himself off. He gets killed in From Dusk Till Dawn. He gets killed in Reservoir Dogs. In Reservoir Dogs, he has like 2 scenes, and that's it. I mean, he gets killed off screen, so what I also really like about this movie is, as we know, they never really show the diamond heist, so we don't really know what happened. All we know is that a lot of people were hurt, and basically that's the events after that. Of course, the ending of the movie, we find out that Mr. Orange lied to all of them. He's actually this guy who's a detective, and you know what? I like that at the end of the movie, we find out their names. Like, we find out the name of Mr. Blonde, Mr. Orange, and Mr. White. Of course, you know, we find out that Mr. Orange is actually a detective, and the reason he signed this up was because he was trying to investigate them and arrest them. And of course, Mr. White, you know, Harvey Keitel goes crazy over this. You know, he doesn't know what to do, and he's about to shoot Mr. Orange, and he actually does kill him, but then all we see are these cops are there, and they kill him after that. So, you know, I like that they don't really show what happened to him, because it's more like, I like that they did that because it's just very good storytelling the way they do that, because you know he's going to get in trouble, you know he probably died for what he did, and the movie just does a very good job of showing that. I thought they did a very good job of doing that, and I really like that. They don't actually show what happened to him. That was definitely very well done. Also, what happened to Mr. Pink? As we know, Mr. Pink just ran away, so what happened to him? I don't know what happened to him, but I like that in the end they did get in trouble and something big did happen, because something big obviously had to happen, and I just thought that was really big. And of course, I like the fact that, as I said, that we did find out their names. That was really big as well. You know, I really love the ending of the movie. The ending of the movie was very, very good, and I really enjoyed it as well, because you really saw that Mr. White and Mr. Orange, you know, Freddie and Larry were actually very good friends in the movie. You know, they were very good friends, and they really did care for each other. And what I like about the movie is that none of these 6 guys know each other. I forgot to say that. None of the 6 of these guys, they don't know each other very well at all. None of them know each other, but they get to know each other, and they actually become very good friends. And then to find out, you know, that your closest friend, Mr. Orange, was actually a detective, I mean, it's great the way they did that. And I love that they kill, like, they kill, like, everyone in this movie, except for Mr. Pink. He's the only one that doesn't die. All the other ones die, but the way they do it is so good. Like, they focus on, like, you're like, okay, he's gonna be the main one, he's gonna be the main one. There is no main character in this movie. The reason Mr. White is supposedly the main character is because he's the last one to live. That's why. That's why Harvey Keitel is the first name you see here, because he's the last one to live. There really is no main character in this movie, and I think that's very cool the way they do that. It's not like Kill Bill, where, you know, Uma Thurman's the main character, or Pulp Fiction. It's more like Pulp Fiction, where there is no main character. So, yeah. But overall, I really enjoyed Reservoir Dogs. It was a very good movie. It was a very good first movie for Quentin Tarantino. I'm glad this was his first movie, because he did a very good job of you know, showing his talents in this movie. Just very, very good movie from him overall. I really recommend you guys check it out. I also think that this should be the first Quentin Tarantino movie you watch, because this kind of started up his whole storytelling, things like that, and without this movie, he would not be as successful as he is today. So definitely check out Reservoir Dogs. It's a very good movie. It goes by really quickly, so I definitely recommend you guys check it out. Let me know what you guys think of this movie. As I said, I absolutely loved it. Now, do I like it more than Kill Bill? Yes, I probably do like it more than Kill Bill. I love the story of Kill Bill, but this was just presented in a better way, and I just thought it was a better movie overall. But that's it, my review. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which will be for another classic review. So I'll see you guys for that. Okay, bye.